Well, I'm back on the old Firebird. It's probably been a couple years since I've done something on this thing. Ordered the floor pans, but still haven't got to them. I don't have a welder, so I gotta really like to get that done this year somehow. Somehow I remember that I had some front brake issues. So I took it off. There's this dust cap here. And the other it goes on here. Just pop that off with a screwdriver. And then there's a castle nut with a cotter pin and a washer and the outer bearing. And then on this side, there's the inner bearing. And the seal will have to get, well, I'm not going to pop, well, I have to pop it off to get the bearing out, but I have to get a new one for the new rotors. The brakes really aren't horrible, but pretty sure the car's been off the road 20 years, so it wouldn't hurt to freshen them up. But as long as you're in there, remember to grease the grease zerks, upper and lower, and tie rod ends, inner and outer, but somehow I remembered this side. There's a good old crack in there that probably wouldn't be too safe to start putting this on the road, regularly. That probably wouldn't be a good thing. Here's the side with the caliper on yet and the brake pads. That's pretty easy to, there's just 2 bolts to take that off. Those bolts right there and that socket. I'm not sure what size that is, but it's really the only tools I needed to take this apart, other than use a needle nose plier to pull the cotter pin out, and then the castle nut. I just took a screwdriver and put it in the slots and pounded it out. My crescent wrench didn't go that big, and I was too lazy to go around to the front, but there we go. Back on this thing for a front brake job.